So far, so good. I think the guys are doing a great job. I think they're working hard. We got a couple guys that are a little lame, a little hurt right now, but they should be back in Charlotte. But thus far, I'm pretty pleased with things.
With a new offense, I know guys have to learn, but do you see them picking it up quickly?
Yeah, they're starting to pick up all the little nuances about it. I mentioned a couple of days ago when I was asked about it. We've run a little bit of this offense in the past, so they kind of know the shell of it. We're just adding different options off of it, different reads, and every morning that we get here, we go through all the shots out of it. But they're starting to pick it up.
Is this one of these camps where you wish you had 2 more months, or you sort of think this is the right amount of time?
I think it's the right amount of time. I think when you're in a training camp, there comes a point where they're kind of tired of banging against each other, and they're ready to take it out on somebody else. But with having to put in this new system, I think it's allowing me and giving me enough time to do it. But I just think right now things are just right kind of where I want them to be.
Coach, I made the observation that this is probably the most conditioned. I've been covering the team this about 6 years. It's the most conditioned I've seen the team this early. What do you think that's accurate, inaccurate, or what do you think so far?
The most
conditioned as far as shape.
No, I think the guys came in camp in great shape. First day we did a mile run, on the track, Georgia Tech, and some of the times that some of these guys made it at, I was very surprised with. And then all the things that we're doing out here, and we're finishing up with some good conditioning, and to see the type of energy and juice that they still have left in the tank tells me that they're in pretty good shape. So I'm very happy.
What we saw today, was this kind of the first time running the stuff against live defense?
Yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time where we scrimmaged, where we had them to go up and down. We used a running clock. I stopped them a couple of times just to make some corrections, but this is the first time where they changed both ends on a consistent basis. And what they ran, what we did, I was real happy with. Again, some of this is still going to be a learning process as far as, especially when they have they're going against a defense. The tendency is to speed up and to get a little bit out of control. But for the most part, they executed pretty much everything we've been working on these first 5 practices.
When do you expect to have Al and Pop back?
I don't know. I haven't spoken with that trainer yet about when both guys will return.
Coach, it seems as if, though, in order to run this offense effectively throughout the season, you're going to have to be at least 9 to 10 deep. Do you feel that the Hawks have that kind of depth?
Oh yeah, I'm very confident with us being a team that can go 9, 10 deep. I'm very confident about that. We have some guys that when you look at their minutes from last season, didn't play as many minutes as I'm sure they would have liked, but I'm going to give those guys every opportunity to show me what they can do and play minutes where they can kind of get into a rhythm playing, and not just playing with playing with the guys who come off the bench, but I want our guys off the bench very comfortable playing with 3 or 4 of our starters out there. So we'll spend a lot of time in practice throwing different combinations of lineups out there, so the guys can be very comfortable with one another.
Yeah, because basically everybody's going to have to be interchangeable, kind of like a Phoenix Sun type situation.
Yeah, interchangeable, but the main thing is just a comfort level. For example, just having Jeff Teague out there with Joe and Marvin and Josh Smith and Al or Zaza. Last year he didn't practice a lot with those guys on the same teams, but I want to get him familiar, I want to get him comfortable to where he can play with those guys. Because it all, to me, it all starts in practice. You build that confidence, you build that type of camaraderie, you build it in practice, and then it carries over into games.
With this system, in order for it to work, in order for you to do what you feel that this team is capable of going to be, what's going to be the most important element?
In order for it to work?
Yes.
I I mean, the way it is, you know, the most important thing is you know, spending time, you know, getting enough reps in it, which I feel we're definitely getting enough reps in it. You know, we're going over everything, and then we're coming back every morning to review what we went over the previous day. And you know, they're all getting a lot of reps in it. They're all getting a lot of reps in different positions, so they can be familiar with other spots. And you know, you want this to become, you want it to become habit forming. Yes. So the more you do it, the more you know, the more familiar you get with it, and then it becomes a natural habit.
Thanks, Coach.